Hello, welcome. This is Si Wing Yi from the U Blue State Network. Today's presentation is very unique, something I have done over many years. This is a tremendous opportunity. It is not available out in general public. This is a very specialized niche. Very few people have knowledge and experience and insight on this particular veteran housing program as I do. It's very exciting. Housing Government Foreclosure Program. It's called VA, Veteran Administration. Amazing opportunity, but it's a very limited program. The opportunities are very narrow in terms of available houses, but I have done this program off and on for the past 20 years. You could say I'm an expert in this unique space. The government foreclosure program is active duty military members. By the way, I've been active duty U.S. Army for 20 years. I'm retired U.S. Army. A lot of you are not aware of that. One of the main reasons that I provide good value is because of my background. And then, of course, the government foreclosures is about active duty military members for whatever reason they foreclose on a house they initially obtained through the 0% down VA purchase program on occupied. For whatever reason, whenever this kind of listing comes on board, it doesn't happen that often over the years. It's very limited, obviously. There are listings available of foreclosed VA foreclosures out there that you as a regular investor can qualify for. You do not need to be a military member. So these VA foreclosures are houses that were foreclosed on by active duty soldiers, ex-veterans, and other people throughout the country. You as a risk investor can qualify if you have at least 1 year of real estate investing experience as shown on your federal tax return 1040 on your Schedule C. The rental tax return shows that you own at least one property for more than 12 months. That's number one qualification. The other qualification is you qualify for financing, typical loan qualification, which you should be able to qualify. And also, of course, you got to have the down payment, all those kind of things. Here's the value add program. It's a 5% down via foreclosure program. You pay the 5% down minimum is vending financing. Also, you pay the closing costs and any potential minor repairs, you come out of your pocket. It depends on each property, maybe additional 5,000 or less or a little bit more, depending on the particular property. So I'm only looking for a few of you because there's just not that many of those listings available on a weekly basis. And it's very competitive. This type of listings, I will show you the listings momentarily. I'm looking for a few good men and women to be part of my program. It's a fee-based consultative program. I'm very, very busy running my real estate network of several thousand investor members for many, many years. So my time is very limited because I'm so passionate and I'm so knowledgeable at this program. I purchased some properties through this program over the years. And based on my background, real estate investing and military background and understand different markets, you can make the argument that I am the only VA foreclosure investment expert in the country. Who else is out there have this kind of unique perspective? I'm looking for only a few people at a time. It's a fee-based coaching program. I'll be transparent. $5,000 one-time fee per property. If you want to sign up with this program, you got to be highly motivated. You got to see value. These housing deals are very unique. The return on your investment for my fee and purchasing the property, when I coach you, mentor you through the process from beginning to the end, it'll be a very attractive program you will see when we start the process. By the way, this kind of houses are very, very competitive, even though these are very specialized niche. The VA foreclosure programs are listed in the general public. It's listed in a multiple listing service. This means you have to compete against other potential buyers. You're competing against very savvy real estate investors out there. They could be anywhere. They could locate from anywhere in the country. You're competing against owner-occupied buyers as well. You're also, to buy these kind of properties, you're also competing against military member buying with a 0% down, owner-occupied. They are everybody targeting. So on a good property, sometimes you're getting 5 or 10 offers per property quickly. They're all kind of a bidding war, 5 to 10% above the list price. You have to have the ability to pull the trigger, get pre-qualified for this loan program. I'll help you with that. No problem. All I have to do is contact me on my phone, 510-552-0726, or text me, and then we will do a complimentary 15-minute phone or a Zoom or a FaceTime consultation to determine whether I can accept you into the program. I can only accept one or two individuals per month. And I'm serious. Okay. I'm not going to promote this program too often because I'm way too busy running my business and traveling. And I travel quite often. I'm a digital nomad. I could be somewhere in Timbuktu next week or somewhere in Tibet or Bora Bora traveling. But I still do these kind of video programs, webinars, and Zoom, even though I'm 10,000 miles away. So you think I'm in my office? No, because I've been traveling for many, many years, having a great time. Without further ado, let's go over quickly. I'm not going to spend too much time. These are kind of listings available throughout the country. I'm very familiar with this. To say that I have a relationship with the property managers on each of these locations, no. Okay, I want to be honest and transparent with you, but I know how it works. I know how to buy remotely, sight unseen, everything else, because I know this kind of markets. Either I've physically been there, I have promoted regular properties in this kind of markets over the years. I just know the process. I've been doing it for a long, long time and helping regular investors out there. If you're part of my membership with the Real Estate Network, I've marketed many locations in the US and I know these kind of locations. I know the numbers. I know the neighborhood from a high level. I'm not an expert at the local market conditions, but I know the local market over the years in some of these markets. They may or may not know the property managers and the rehab team, the inspection team, but we can work together and incorporate those teams in some of these locations if you were to buy some of these property. Again, not all of these properties is qualified because it has to cash flow or at least break even to have a positive cash flow. I have run the numbers and all that, but the long term is so beneficial. This kind of program is so lucrative. This is a buy and hold program. Buy these properties, then you work with the local team with my help to get this property rented out long-term tenants. Or in some cases, depending on the location, you could incorporate some additional investment business model other than a long-term buy and hold with a long-term tenant. You can do a medium-term rental program, 1 month to less than a year, depending on the market, depending on the neighborhood. You can also even do a short-term rental as well. Again, depends on a case-by-case basis. This type of properties, I call it the Swiss Army knife, quote unquote. Swiss Army knife means the property you can change up. There's a lot of different ways to do the program. Short-term, medium-term rentals, and long-term rental program, depending on the situation. Look at the potential ROI. On a property, for example, this property, $145,000, 5% down is only like whatever, $7,000 plus closing costs, 3 or 4,000, 10,000 plus rehab costs, maybe 3,000. Total out of pocket of 13 grand. You can buy this property here in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and get rented out with good cash flow, break it into a slightly monthly positive. Isn't it amazing? Put such a income producing property in these locations with such a total out of pocket cost. Look at the return on your investment. Do the calculation, do the math. You will see the value add. Normally, if you buy a property as an income property, normally you need at least 20 to 25% down payment on a regular traditional loan program as an investor. I'm offering you this opportunity to buy this kind of property with 5% down. You pay the closing costs. Sometimes closing costs are reimbursed by the seller with the VA, and also you pay for the rehab costs. These kind of properties are almost turnkey, require very little repair costs. Once you close escrow, our team will put together for you. You could invest for the long term, remotely, passively, and become very successful. You can scale this type of portfolio on this unique niche VA foreclosure program. You can scale it. You can buy multiple properties over time. This program may be available for a few more years. This VA foreclosure program, they come and go over the years. Something I know this program very well. I know these markets, have done deal with this market before. Again, I may or may not have a relationship with some of these local teams, but it doesn't matter. It still works. Different price ranges. I've done the numbers. I have all kinds of resources and rental projection, rental comps at my disposal. Don't worry about details. It'll come around. A lot of this property are located in excellent locations in the country, fast growing, top population growth, top job growth, the whole 9 yards. Great investments. Real estate, just so you know, is hyper local. You just have to know where to target, where to buy based on these listings. My goal is to help you minimize your learning curve. Owning a couple of properties already, you want to do this program to try to do it yourself, by all means, do so. Your return on investment is tenfold if you do it right. So these kind of properties are great locations, all over the country, North Carolina, Texas, Virginia, Florida, even Oklahoma. It works. Some of these properties are below market value. The rate is very high in relationship to the property purchase price. Very desirable. Multiple offers, bidding wars could exist in many of these cases. If you were to enter my program, have to be proactive, have to be committed, make yourself available so we can work together real time to do the deal, to submit offers, do the VA20 program, and hope our offer will beat 3, 4, 5, 6 other offers for a particular house any given time. I have done these kind of deals before for many years, and I know the local, hyper local market in all those locations. I've done a lot of advanced work for you. I've vetted everything for you. I know the system. I'm an expert at it. I can streamline the process. You just follow my plans, follow the program, and you should be fine. Are there risk involved? Of course, there are risks involved in buying any kind of investments, let alone real estate investments. But since I've done this for so long, my goal is to help mitigate those risks and look at over the value and the benefit you can receive and the returns you can get in terms of our capitalization rate, cash on cash return, total ROI, or all those kind of realistic numerical values really make sense when you buy big foreclosure properties in this highly desirable, fast growing, amazing real estate markets as I indicated to you. That's all I have to say. Contact information is below this video. Contact me. My phone number 510-552-0726. We can set up a phone, FaceTime, or Zoom appointment for 15 minutes or maybe slightly longer. Will determine whether you qualify to meet the stringent requirement to enter into my fee-based consulting program. Thank you so much. I look forward to talking to you. Have a nice day. This is Sebring G. Goodbye.